welcome back to the channel. Today I will be making apple dumpling. Now I got this offline and I like it and I've been making it ever since. I'm using Granny Smith apple, cinnamon, nutmeg, and butter, brown sugar. And for the sauce I'm going to use water, sugar, vanilla, and butter. So right now I'm going to show you what I do. 2 tablespoons of this cinnamon here. And I'm going to coat my apple. You know, the recipe that I got this from don't do this. So I'm just doing it. And I think, you know, back in the day, Mama made apple dumplings, but, you know, it wasn't like this. But I found out that I like these a little bit better. And so right now, I'm going to go in with about 1/4 cup of brown sugar to coat my apples a little bit. So right now, I'm just going to do this for a minute. And I'm going to show y'all how I did it. But I was trying to get the coating on the apple before they turn kind of brown. So I put a little lemon on there to stop the process. In order to make the apples, what you need to do is go ahead and peel them. I'm just going to show you one. You can use a potato peeler to peel your apple. But right now I'm just doing it like this for now. If you don't have a core remover, you can use a teaspoon and do this right here, and it works just as fine. Just do it just like that. Put that over there and cut this off right here. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and cut up a few more because I'm not really following the recipe. Like I say, I done did this, you know, several times, and I'm doing it a little bit different. In this bowl right here is about 6 to 7 apples right here in half. And right now I'm dicing up about 3 extra apples that I'm gonna layer at the bottom or put on top, and I'll show y'all in a few minutes. So I'm just dicing these apples up a little fine. So like I say, I'm just dicing this up. Then I'm going to come back in. I'm going to sprinkle this with a little bit more cinnamon here. A little nutmeg. As it called nutmeg, I might be pronouncing that wrong. So I'm saying nutmeg. That's what. Then I'm put a little brown sugar on this for a minute. Okay, right now I'm going to leave this right here for a minute, because we're going to use this in a minute. So right now, I'm finna get ready to wash my hands. We're finna get ready to make our dough. And this is the dough that I'm going to use. Now, you can make your own pie crust, or you can buy some from the store if you want to, you know, use a quick fix. And I chose to use quick fix today. We're finna get ready and roll this out. So I'm just putting a little flour on here so nothing won't stick. I might have put too much. So I'm just going to get my dough right here, and we're going to roll it. So I'm just going to roll it out a little bit. And you're just doing this right here. Okay? So next you're going to do is you're going to cut you some squares. And I'm going to do mine like this. So I'm going to try to get maybe 6 squares out of this particular pie dough. I probably should have came up, but we finna make this work. So next what you're going to do is you're going to get your apple just like this. I'm going to come in and put a little brown sugar on this just like this. And then I'll come in and put this butter like this. And like I say, you know, if you want to add more cinnamon. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in and you're going to wrap this just like this. Now you might have to tussle with it if you don't bring that dough up a little bit. So I'm just coming in and make sure you pinch your edges together just like this. You see what I'm doing? Just like that. Okay, y'all, do another one for you. Now this don't have to be perfect. So like I say, just getting your apple, setting it on your pie dough, and getting you about maybe a teaspoon to a tablespoon of butter. Just a pinch of sugar here. Do this right here. Sprinkle a little cinnamon if you like. And then do the best you can and make sure your dough is, you know, enough to fold over just like that. So like I say, it don't have to be perfect. And you just coming in just like this. And this is how I'm doing mine. Alright y'all, I'm finished with this right now. So right here, I'm just going to place them in here. Like I say, do the best you can with the dough. You can roll your dough out a little bit more when you cut them out in squares and just, you know, stretch them out. So right now I'm just finna put them in there just like this. And you know, it's just a simple simple recipe.
And how long should you be preheating your oven, Mom?
Okay, you set the oven to 400, and these gonna cook for about a good hour, about 40 minutes to 60 minutes. So I'm gonna put that one right there. So now what I'm finna do is I'm just finna sprinkle a little cinnamon over mine. And you can make these things your own, you know, whatever you think that, you know, you can add to this, add or take away. So right here, like I said, this is one of my favorites right here once I learned how to cook them the way I like them. So here, so next, this is what I'm gonna do. You remember those diced apples I had? Look, Sheree. You remember? You remember those diced apples I had? I'm gonna put this in here for a minute. In the reserve liquid that came out of those from the lemon. So right here, I'm finna grab some vanilla. I'm gonna put about a teaspoon, well, maybe half a teaspoon in this right now. So you see what I'm doing here? That's just the reserve liquid. But I want to taste something. Yeah, it got enough cinnamon in it. And I'm going to put just a little more brown sugar, just a little bit more. Now, if you're on a diet, you don't need to be eating this. So, shoot, you can eat this by itself. It tastes good just eating it like this. You want to taste one, Sheree? With the lemon, it tastes real good. You want to taste it?
Yeah. It do taste good by itself.
It tastes good. Okay, so right here, this is just something that I'm doing extra here. So I'm just going to place this right here over this. This is just me adding to it, you know. As they said, try to make it your own. And like I say, you know, some people use whole apples to make this too. So I find I like the half ones, and I like them like that. Okay, y'all, I'm finna get ready to move this over here, and we finna make this sauce right quick, and then we finna get this in the oven. All right, y'all, this gonna go with 3 cups of water. So I'm going in with 3 cups of water here. I'm gonna use some of this bottled water. So this make 3 cups. So right now I'm going in with, now you use white sugar, but I'm going in with like 2 cups of brown sugar. So this is a half a cup, so I got to dip in here 4 times. So I'm going in with some nutmeg, and it's about maybe a teaspoon of that. And I'm going in with about maybe a tablespoon of cinnamon. Now, you can put how much cinnamon you want in your stuff. And I'm going in with about maybe a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm going to let this cook for about maybe 5 minutes till the sugar dissolve in it. And then I'm going to add a little butter to mine. I'm going to add 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter. So total butter I used for this whole recipe was a stick of butter. That's including in my dumpling. So I'm gonna let this butter melt, and once it melts, I'm gonna pour it over my dumplings here. I got that cut off, and so what we're gonna do is we finna pour this over our dumplings. So I'm finna get ready to pour it over my dumplings here. All right, y'all. I'm finna go ahead and hopefully this don't spill over in the oven, because I should have had a deeper dish, but we're gonna make this work. So right now we're gonna let this cook for about 45 minutes to an hour. All right, y'all, it's been about 45 minutes, about 50 minutes, and this is what it's looking like. So I'm gonna let this cool down for about maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll be back with that final product. Y'all, this is the final product of my apple dumpling, and right now it looks very good. Right now I'm finna get ready to taste this, and I'm finna give me about 2 of these, and you see that it's still hot. So we finna test this out, and right now I'm gonna put a little bit over this. Right now I'm gonna give me a scoop of this vanilla bean ice cream. So this is what you can pair it with, and this is really one of my favorite dessert right here. So Get some of the crust in the apple. It's not that sweet, so it's very good. For me to go back in for a second. You can't beat this with a stick. So make sure you like and subscribe and comment, and thank you for watching my video.